That's what they're telling us. You dumb and stupid. So they brought, listen, when Ryan Pinder got up and tried to clarify, he was only up there saying, Bahamians, y'all are dumb and stupid. That's what he was saying. You could wrap up his whole BS explanation in one simple sentence. Bahamians, you all are dumb and stupid. And I will tell you anything and you will believe it because I'm a PLP and a white man. I don't care about you. Listen to this. Someone wrote this the other day. I'm going to read it. And this is someone who had an epiphany after they read this bill, after they saw some of the bill, saw some of the stuff that was happening, saw how these things started to unfold, how everybody and their ma all of a sudden became experts explaining that this bill is not against the Bahamian people. It is not as what we think it is. We ain't reading what we actually reading. And what we reading don't mean what we think it mean. Everybody and their ma. Where the hell Ryan Pinder come from? Ryan Pinder, who done divorced his citizenship in the Bahamas, been and come back only because it was profitable to him. To be under the slackness with the PLP. This person wrote something about that bill. So something about that immigration bill. It's asylum bill, and they're using asylum because they're trying to swing us, and they doing this manipulating. They working this voodoo on us with asylum. Asylum, asylum, asylum. Asylum, asylum, asylum. We so dumb, we can say asylum, huh? Listen, I can tell you what to asylum in a minute. Hold on. Say something about this immigration bill, this asylum bill, just doesn't sit right. And I need to say this plainly. Firstly, the bill was posted publicly, then subtly deleted. And right after that, a statement was rushed out as damage control, as if the government needed to make the COI look like they were lying. That alone raises red flags. Second, why was the bill treated like a secret? The majority of the Bahamian people have no idea it even existed. That's not how transparency, that's not transparency. Sorry, that's not transparency. That's how shady business looks. Third, the minister who tabled the bill should have stood up and clearly explained why such a bill was created and what the real intention behind it was. Silence only creates more distrust. Fourth, the wording of that bill was written in a way that the average Bahamian would need time to dissect and understand, and that's concerning in itself. Now, let me be honest. I'm not a supporter of Mr. Bain, but what he said is turning out to be the truth, and it looks like the government is trying to cover up their own mess instead of owning it. Bahamas, wake up. The same man named Lincoln Bain that many laughed at. Some of y'all might end up regretting that you didn't listen from the start. Stop siding blindly with the PLP, because one day you might wish you had paid attention. Let me tell you, listen, a couple of things are happening. Because the asylum bill ain't only written for, it isn't only written for the Haitians. It's also written, allegedly, it's also written for the Chinese. Because the Chinese are doing a lot of supposed smuggling. As a matter of fact, they more focus on the smuggling thing with them. You understand what I'm saying to you? And they pay good money for smuggling because the Chinese have the money. So there's a fine of $300,000 if for the smuggler, but these people can be able to pay because the Chinese can pay them. And the Haitians can afford to pay them too if they want to. You understand what I'm saying to you?